Hello everybody, I'm Ciro Camera, founder of Imaginary Lab, a small indie game studio born in Verona. We are a small team, 3 members. Massimo Origano is the programmer, Giuliano Di Maiolo is the character design and 3D artist, and then there's me, a 3D artist. We've always been passionate about adventure graphic, so with our first title, Willy Morgan and the Curse of Bone Town, we want to recreate the atmospheres and the love we played when we were children. The idea of a game was born some time ago, but there was a long period where we got ready to develop the game. Meanwhile, we worked on other completely different projects, but when we felt ready, we started with Willy. Since we wanted to develop our first title, our concern was to embark on something that we will not be able to complete. So the testing period was quite long and very important for us to understand the dynamic of the game and all the things that we could solve during the development. When we were sure that the development was within our reach, we started this long but full of satisfaction adventure in all the sense. Willy Morgan is a third-person point-and-click graphic adventure, so you can impersonate Willy, a 15-year-old who carries within the spirit of adventure that is handed down in the Morgan family from generation to generation. You have to collect items, solve puzzles, explore environments, and talk to different characters like in a classical adventure game style. But Willy seems to be different. He's not an adventurer. He seems to be more a bookworm. His father Henry and his mother are famous archaeologists, but the mother is far from home to work, and the father is mysteriously disappeared 10 years ago. But the fate changed the young man's plans, and the postman delivers a strange letter. The date on the envelope goes back to 10 years before. Willy opens it and discovers that this letter is from his father. A few words precipitate the protagonist in the nightmare experienced in the past. Dear William, if you received this letter, my mission was not successful. We must go as soon as possible to Bone Town, to the old inn, or start from there, in the heat of a friend's place. So opens Willy Morgan, where you have to unravel the mystery of the disappearance of the father and grow up together with the protagonist. About the history of the development, we started to work on Willy in the end of 2015. It was born as a project to develop in free time because all team members are engaged in other works. It takes about 5 years to be completed. It was a long time, and during the development we needed other figures to help us with the project. For example, animator, a composer, people who take care of translation, dubbing, and so on. We didn't want compromises when we created Willy Morgan, obviously within the limits of our technical and economical possibilities. We wanted to recreate the dream atmosphere and the desire to explore that always characterize this type of game. But we want to pay attention to communicate with new technologies. And so we use a cartoon and the form of 3D graphics combined with a streamlined and straightforward game style where the player is focused on solving linear and non-linear puzzles. To do this, we start from the plot. Being our first game, we wanted to a compelling but achievable storyline. So we work hard to find the right solution, with many research about pirates, historical facts and so on. When we were satisfied about it, the next step was find material to realize it. And so other many researches about environments, the type of houses, movies and books to have inspiration. So for example, The Goonies, Indiana Jones, National Treasure and so on. So technically we studied a number of solutions that seemed to make our game appealing, but our biggest problem was getting the game known to the world. We have attended several trade shows, but what we lacked was someone who could follow the game from this point of view. Developing the game didn't give us time to follow it even on the marketing side, so there was the problem that the development continued but no one knew about our product. We do not realize the time it takes to advertise a game until the time comes to do so. In our case, either we continue to develop or we dedicate ourselves to marketing, but the solution extending production time. Luckily, we got to partner with our current publisher, ULG. Thanks to this synergy between the two teams, the game has been improved and was released in August 2020. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy playing Willy Morgan. Bye bye!